for the 2020 season, the NFL decided that every team needed to split up. They decided to do a fantasy draft, drafting every single player who is in the league to a new team. This also included the draftees, most notably quarterback Eric McGill. Coming off of a short stance at Georgia State, Eric McGill had something to prove and decided he wanted to go for the NFL. As a pretty proven prospect, but a young one, whatever team was going to get him was going to pick him in a mid-tier round. He was coming out there with everything to prove and everything to lose. He did not finish his degree at Georgia State. He went into the league at 20 years old, especially in such a weird season like this one. He had everything on his shoulders. The Chiefs decided to take a chance on him and pick him up, and he was going to be their quarterback of the future, replacing Patrick Mahomes. Come join me on this journey where we follow Eric McGill's career and see how long it takes him to get to a Super Bowl. Alright, what is up, boys and girls? It's your boy McGrill HD coming at you with another video, and today we have a very, very interesting series coming to you guys on Madden 20. I know it is looking like a normal career mode, but hear me out. This is going to be one of the most unique series that anyone has ever done on YouTube for career mode, especially for Madden 20, because I haven't seen that much content covering player careers in Madden 20 yet. I know it's been out for a while, so there's probably some really good ones, but I just haven't seen anything like this. So, as you can see, we are here following the career of quarterback Eric McGill. And I'm on the Chiefs. That's because we did a fantasy draft and we ended up getting picked up by the Chiefs. Just to show that it was a fantasy draft, let's go ahead and look at the team. We got Derwin James, Le'Veon Bell, Geno Atkins, Marshawn Lattimore, Denzel Ward. All guys who don't play for the Chiefs in real life. Now, you would think that we would have someone starting over us here, especially because we are a 4th round pick, an average player. We are number 1 on the depth chart for the Chiefs, so we will be coming into this series starting right away. The next guy, Matt Moore, 35-year-old, 65 overall. We don't have a good backup, but we have pieces around us to help. We're not going to have to build up a team. We have these guys. We might be able to trade for a few pieces, but as far as I'm concerned, for the most part, we have a team that can get it done through the fantasy draft process. Now, I didn't draft any of these players. The computer simmed through the draft, drafted everyone here. I'll just go through real quick so you guys can see who we have at every position, a little bit of the depth chart. But with all of that being said, we are going to try to lead this team to the Super Bowl. And we're going to try it. Obviously, we're going to try to do it year 1. But regardless, that is the goal of the series. So we're going to get right into it. We got to view a message from Mr. Andy Reid. He says, "We drafted you because we were intrigued by your talent, but you didn't play much in college and we honestly don't know a lot about you. Are you good enough to play for this team? That's what this preseason is about. You'll be playing the first quarter of our game this week. Use it to loosen up your arms, stretch your legs a bit, show us what you can do." We earned 300 XP for it, and the goal is to generate 50 yards of total offense. Now, in case you guys didn't see somewhere in the intro, I'll go ahead and show you our player. Eric McGill, quarterback, right-handed, from Georgia State. 6 foot 220, 20 years old. So we didn't play that much in college. We went there. The minimum amount came out and got drafted. That is That's our player profile. We're very young. So we're coming into the league very, 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 inexperienced. We're going to have to get experience while we are in the league. Now, I don't really know. You can't, not have X factors on your players, I guess. So we'll go ahead and we'll put Gambler on for our Superstar X factor. But I'm not going to put any Superstar abilities on yet. We have to earn those. So the goal is going to be each game we're going to have a certain goal. If we get the certain goal, we can add a superstar ability. If we lose the certain goal, or if we lose the game or something, I'll figure out a way to do that. But if we don't pass the challenge, we don't get to put it on. And if we lose the game, we have to take one away. So that will be kind of how we do it for now. Just with these, once we get to higher overalls, we'll figure out what we're going to do. But for the beginning ones, for the beginning episodes, that's how we're going to do it. We're going to go ahead and do our weekly training here and try and get some XP. Alright, boys, so we're going to be doing this Mills pass play. Going to hit square there. I'm probably going to skip forward through most of this, but just showing you guys the training we're doing. Alright, boys, we ended up getting a silver medal. Not the best, but it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and get into the preseason game now. Alright, guys, so here we are playing the Bengals in our first preseason game. They've got George Kittle, Trent Williams, and Alex Mack as their top three. We have Eric McGill, Derwin James, and Geno Atkins. They're at 85 overall. We're at 80. Let's get in here. We're supposed to be playing the first quarter. Let's see if we can get ourselves a touchdown or something to get us moving in the right direction. Alright, boys. Here we are. Bengals versus Chiefs. Week 1 of the preseason and Eric McGill's quarterback debut. Let's get it going. I'm super pumped. We're playing at home, playing at Arrowhead. Let's go ahead and get into it. Now, another rule for this series is that we are going to, only for the first season, be able to use coach selection plays. I wanted to do the first page of coach selection, but I don't know. I have a feeling that I'll have more fun using the whole coach selection stuff, but that's all we can use. We can only use coach selection plays. And look at us right here warming up, getting a few passes in. Here we go. All right, boys, here we are, first quarter. I think it looks like we're kicking off. The goals this week are to get notice, score a touchdown. That'll give us 152 XP. 60% completion rate is 91. And gain 50 yards of total offense is 305 XP. So we're going to go ahead and continue playing. And they end up getting a field goal. So here we are. 10 passing yards to gain XP is our challenge going into coach selections. And let's see what options we got. I think I'm going to start out with something. I'll start out with curls. Nobody open. Circle's open. But we're going to scramble here. We're going to scramble and get a few yards out of it. 5 yards on our first play. Not too shabby. We're going to hit X. And he's going to get us a first and then some. Let's go, boys. A 20-yard completion on our first pass in this series. Let's go. Jason Witten with the catch. Now, I don't want this to be completely, just about me. I am going to run this like a legit offense. I'm not just going to run it through me. So we will have a good amount of run plays. Plus, we have Le'Veon Bell, so why not? Now, we'll go ahead and do PA sprint halfback flat. This is in a goal line formation. I run this play a lot out of another formation. I don't remember what formation it is, but we got square. And we hit him on the run. And he breaks a tackle and he's gone. This is going to be our first touchdown pass in the NFL. Let's go, boys. First TD pass for Eric McGill, and we have the lead. Kansas City Chiefs up 6-3. And with that play, we completed 2 of the goals for this week. We have the get notice, score 1 touchdown, and gain 50 yards of total offense. Plus, we got 250 XP-ish for the fantasy goals. And if we keep it up, we will have the 60% completion rate as well. But we get the ball back pretty quick, get a stop, breathing room, get a first down. We are on our 3-yard line. Let's go ahead and try and get us out of our own territory here. Gonna hand the ball off to Le'Veon Bell on this first play. And he can get us a few yards. Gets us out to the 5, and he's injured. Oh, snap. Le'Veon's already hurt. Hopefully it's nothing serious. If it is something serious, this could be a problem. We just got to get a first here. That's the goal. We're going to roll out. We're going to keep rolling. We're going to have to throw it away because I messed up. I saw we had a few people open, but we couldn't take the sack there, so we're going to have to punt it. And now we're below 60% pass completion. I don't think we're going to get back out on the field either because we were told we are only playing the first quarter, so we won't get that XP boost. But in our first drive, we do end up scoring a touchdown. And we end up winning the game 29-19. End up beating the Bengals. Moore out there. I think he's the backup quarterback because that's what he's going to be after this preseason. But let's go ahead and look at the score by quarter. We scored a touchdown in the first. He came in behind us, gave him 2 tutties in the second. All in all, a good game. I want to see what they said about Le'Veon Bell, what his injury was. So let's go ahead and look at the player stats. We have Matt Moore here with a 123 passer rating, 17 of 24, 199 yards, 70% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Hoyer, we don't really care about, but he was 16 of 21, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 186 yards. Eric McGill in his first game, 2 of 4, 62 yards. If I would have just taken the sack, we could have got the extra XP, but I didn't want to take a sack there. We had a 50% completion percentage, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Not too bad for only 1 quarter of work. Down to rushing yards, Theo Reddick averaged 3.3 yards and 1 touchdown on the game. Who else we got for our team? Le'Veon came out of the game averaging 5 yards, and he still got the injury. Let's go see what's up with that. All right, boys, here we are. We are at the post-game screen. We have fantasy goals, 1 passing touchdown, 62 passing yards, 7 downs played, all giving us a good amount of XP. The game day goals, the only one we did not get was 60% completions because I threw that 1 pass away. Weekly training, we ended up getting silver, and our dynamic goals, we got 50 XP. Now, here are our season goals. We have 20 passing touchdowns for 111 XP and a rushing touchdown for also 111 XP for a milestone goal. Now, I don't know when I'm assuming the season goal is going to start week 1. But regardless, we went ahead and we got a touchdown on our first drive, boys. And we ended up winning the game. So that means for this next game of the preseason, we will add a superstar ability. Now, our only options right now are Leapfrog, Inside Deadeye, Lofting Deadeye, and Last Ditch. I think I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to go with Lofting Deadeye for now. I don't know how many lob passes I will throw, but I would rather have that than any of the other ones. As you guys see the progression history right now. But there we are. Now we need to talk to Mr. Andy Reid. He says, well, we know at least one thing about you now. You can move the ball. How'd it feel out there? Do you think you fit in with the offense? And the options are yes, my teammates are great, or I think I'm the best player out there. I'm going to go ahead. I don't want to be cocky right now, We're a mid-round draft pick. We're trying to earn our spot. And our response was, you've put together a really talented group of guys. It makes my job easy. That's right. We drafted pretty well. Now we got an XP boost. 300 for the entire team. And we're going to go ahead and jump to week 2. The goal of this episode is to get through week 2 of the preseason. I wanted to do the whole thing, but I'm just running low on time. I want to get halfway through the preseason, and we will be good. So, coming from Andy Reid again, he says, you ready for week 2? You'll be playing the entire first half of the game, and I want you to build on what you did last week. Go out there and show me that you can play efficient football. Yes, sir. We have to finish the game with a passer rating of 95 or above. Let's see if we can do that. First, we're going to go ahead and do the weekly training. I'll just update you guys on what medal we get. Then we're going to hop in to the second preseason game and play the first half of it with quarterback Eric McGill. Well, all right, boys. We ended up completing 3 passes, but it only gave us 2. It said our tight end's foot was out of bounds on the last one we completed. I'm not going to redo it. I want to keep this series going. Even if I mess up, I want that to actually affect my player. And it's just like we simmed it anyways. We at least got a medal, so I'm not too worried about it. And we can upgrade the player right now if we wanted to. However, I'm gonna leave that to you guys. You guys tell me what you want to see upgraded on him. I put him as an improviser QB. I don't think I have any footage for that because I tried recording this and then, I had him on the Falcons and I didn't know that the fantasy draft was gonna draft him to wherever. I thought it was gonna draft him to the Falcons and draft a new team around us, but that's my fault. So he's an improviser. You guys let me know what you want to see from him, what you want to see upgraded. We'll worry about that in the next episode. Now we're going up against the Steelers, and we're going against Mr. Thomas Brady. So this will be a game and a half. As you guys know, we have the whole first half to run the QB position. We are going to go out there, show Andy Reid what we can do, earn this starting spot. Even though we're the highest rated on the depth chart, we can't go in there. We gotta pound it hard. We gotta show Andy and management that we know what we're doing, that we are the QB for this team. Even though we're only 20, we can take the helm. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to go ahead and go out there and beat these Steelers in Pitt. Let's get it going. All right, here we go. Here we go. Chiefs at Steelers. Preseason week 2. No Steelers logo on their helmet for some reason. But regardless of that, here we are. Dude, I'm pumped. We get the whole first half. We're playing away at Pitt versus Tom Brady. I know it's the preseason, but you can expect us to see that man again sometime later down the line, man. This is a preview matchup for later in the year. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to show what I can do against Tom Brady and the Steelers team. It looked like they had a pretty good defense too as well. I didn't look at their depth chart, but their top 3 had a D tackle on it. So we will go ahead and see what we can do. Let's get into it. So the goals for this week are 75 passing yards, 60% completions. And then we have the other goals that are fantasy goals and milestones. The milestone is a rushing touchdown. Defense came and got a stop. Let's go, boys. Now, 2 completion streak. We got to complete 2 straight passes. We're going to go ahead and run the mesh spot here. Looks like they might be calling a blitz, but if we can get some protection, we'll just have to see what's going on. Triangle. Check down. Let's go. And we're going to get a first because of that great block from 34 right there. Conley. Yes, sir. That's a dot. That is a dot. 2 of 2, 35 yards. We got our goal completed right out of the gate, and we are driving down the hall. Let's go ahead and give it to him again. This will open up some room for our passing game. We might can throw for another tutty. Get some blocks for him, and he hits the outside, and he's running. Running like a madman. Gets another solid gain right there. 17 yards on two carries. We're going to go ahead and give him a screen right here. See what we can get out of this. Dump it off. And boom. I don't know why he tried to cut it back up the middle. Should have went down the sideline. But we're looking super good so far. 2nd down and 4. See what we can get open right here. Square is kind of open, but we're going to... Ooh. We take our first sack. You know, that was completely on me. We should not have taken that sack. I should have at least scrambled for a few yards. I was trying to playmaker. Didn't work out. That's on me. Now we just got to get a first here. It's kind of the goal. Over the middle, we got square. And we don't get the first down. I do not believe. 4th and 1. We're going to... Couldn't hurry it up. But we're going to end up taking a field goal out of it, I assume. What happened? What? Did we fake it? Did we fake it? Was there a penalty? I gotta know what happened. What happened? Well, I don't know exactly what happened. Oh, did it let us go no huddle? I'm confused because it was 4th and 1. We're going to hit X. And we didn't gain anything there, but we completed a pass at least. Let's see what we can do here. I might hand the ball off. We're going to go fullback dive right here. See if we can get a touchdown. If not, on 3rd down, we will go back to the passing play. But it looks like we're going to score. Let's go, boys. Drove down the field. 5 of 5 passing. Running backs did their thing. Let's keep it going, man. So far, we've had a pretty good preseason. It was an 8-yard rush by Witten. Okay. I will probably... I don't know what difficulty this is on right now. I will need to check that. But if it is on like a low-ish difficulty, we'll keep that for the preseason. And then we will... we'll bump it up for the regular season just a little bit. Because I'm not the best Madden player, but I want this series to be, you know... I want this series to be good, fun, and entertaining. I don't want to be playing on super easy difficulties. And this feels kind of easy. But, like, we're just going to see. I don't want to go too high either. So, if like, I don't know if I can play on all Madden. I'm just saying don't expect anything. That was a risky pass, and that almost was an interception. Here we go, boys. See if we can get a completion here. We're going to roll out and make a... It looked like a terrible pass. It ended up being perfect. And we're going to throw... That's going to be a touchdown. That's going to be a touchdown, boys. That is going to be a touchdown for the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Look at that. Throwing on the run. Makes an insane pass. Conley with the touchdown run after the catch. Let's go. Our defense gets stopped and we're back out on the field with a 14-7 lead. 3:20 left in the game for us to play. We're going to hit Witten. Let's go, boys. Let's go. 7 of 8 for 138 yards and a touchdown. Can we get another? What a catch by Witten. As you guys can see in the bottom left corner, if we complete one more pass for 5+ yards in the air, we get our superstar ability. So that's what we're going to go for on this play. We're hitting square. What a pass. Let's go. That should give us our superstar ability. We're 8 of 9 now for 154 yards. And we need one more pass completion on this drive to hit our goal. Right at the 2-minute warning. Can we get this done? Can we drive down again and go ahead and score? Let's see what we can do here. Running curls. We have our ability. What are they doing? I don't see anything. I'm going to run for it. We're going to run for it, and we're going to get our first rushing touchdown of this series, of our career. Even though it's in the preseason, it's still our first. It's still a big deal. Look at us go, boys. Look at us go, scrambling outside the pocket. As you see, we're not the fastest, but sooner or later, we will get upgrades for that. We will be a fast guy. We will get with our trainers and, you know, hit the gym and get faster. But we did get a milestone goal for this game, and that is definitely something we wanted to do. Now, we're getting the ball one more time. Our goal is to get a touchdown. We're going to do exactly that. We'll go ahead and call... Oh, we are on our own one. I'm going to audible out of this. And we're going to get a safety. They were blitzing. Maybe a bad audible by me, but 81 didn't hold a block at all. So, you know, it's tough, but there's nothing we could really do about it. We are ending up getting the ball back again right before the half. 21-9. We get it at the 49. We're going to call for verts, see if we can get a tutty. Just scramble. Don't fumble it. Go no huddle. Oh, we have timeouts. What am I doing? That was stupid. I just ran time off the clock. We had timeouts. We had all of our timeouts. I don't know what they did, but we are going to go ahead and sim the rest of this game. We win it 42-12. We beat the Steelers and Tom Brady. So, that was a super solid game for us. We had one passing touchdown, one rushing touchdown. And we ended up winning the game pretty solidly. As you guys see, there we are running in for our first touchdown. And there we are going off the field. Let's go, boys. 311 passing yards, 101 rushing yards, 7.9 yards per play, and 4 takeaways. The defense did a super solid job. Tom Brady walking off the field in despair after that loss. I know it's only the preseason, but as you guys can tell, he's pissed. He's going to be coming at us at some point, boys. At some point, we will be playing them again. I'm telling you. Don't know when it'll be. Don't know where. But I'm excited for that matchup. Now, let's get right into these player stats. Matt Moore, the guy we're competing against, 13 of 21, 23.5 passer rating, 163 yards, 65% completion, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Us, 152 passer rating, 8 of 10, 154, 80% completion percentage, and a touchdown. Tom Brady went 11 of 17 with a 101 passer rating and 106 yards, 64% completion. Joe Flacco's his backup, apparently. Our running backs, we'll just look at our team specifically. We got Theo Reddick, 12 attempts for 53 yards, 1 touchdown. Eric McGill, 2 attempts of 17 yards for 1 touchdown. And I believe the only other attempt that counted was the sack, maybe. Not 100% sure. And we have all the rest of our guys. Jason Witten getting that clutch 4th and 1 rush for us that you guys saw for our first touchdown. I didn't go over this last game, but we'll go to receiving yards too. Janu Smith, 6 receptions, 106 yards. Alan Hearns, 342. Harmon, 3 of 32 with a touchdown. Chris Conley, 2 for 80 with a touchdown. Still got Kelvin Benjamin, Witten, Derby got a touchdown. All in all, a pretty solid game. Let's go ahead and look. We saw we had 5 takeaways. I want to see who got the takeaways. We got Raphael Bush and Connor Barwin with the interceptions. I'm assuming the others are fumbles. We had Shaquem Griffin forcing a fumble, boys. Let's go. That's only 3 takeaways, but, you know. All right, guys, here we are at the XP screen, the post-game screen. Our fantasy goals, we got 1 rushing touchdown, 1 passing touchdown, 154 passing yards, 19 downs played, and 17 rushing yards for our XP. For the game day goals, we had the 95 passer rating, so we got 305 XP for that. 75 passing yards and 60% completion percentage. Our weekly training, as you guys saw, we ended up getting bronze, gave us 512 XP. Not the best, but it could be worse. The dynamic goals, we got 50 and 30 for a total of 80. And our milestone goals, we ended up getting 1 rushing touchdown. So, boys, I forgot to fix the settings here. So, as you guys will see, we're going to go ahead and go all pro for the rest of the preseason. Those 2 games were on pro. They might have been a little easy. I'm sorry about that, but I've been recording for an hour and I messed up. But we're gonna put it in the past. Luckily, it was the preseason, so the games don't really matter that much, and we didn't do anything too crazy. We only ended up getting 3 quarters worth of play in those games, so I'm not too worried about it. Now, in the comments, I would love for you guys to leave me some feedback on what you guys want to see me upgrade. We might do some sort of like comment goals. So you guys give me a comment goal, and we if we get the comment goal, then we go add a superstar ability, or we take away a superstar ability if we don't get that. Instead of doing it, whatever way, we're going to figure out something unique and interesting to keep those superstar goals going for our player. Now, we'll go ahead, view this message, and then we're going to advance to week 3, and we're going to end the episode. So, Andy Reid says, nice game, Eric. The offense is looking pretty good out there. Which unit played best in your opinion? The receivers, the blockers, or the QB? Now, I'm a bit biased, but we had a passing and a rushing touchdown, and we had an 80% completion percentage. So I'm going to say the quarterback, boys. I did. That's why you drafted me, lol. I don't know how I feel about that, but it gives us 6,000 XP. So I am totally cool with it, boys. We got big upgrades. 4 upgrades going into next week, boys. 4 of them. So let's go ahead and advance to the week. We will be playing the San Francisco 49ers at home. And this is where we are going to end the episode. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like and sub if you did. Expect episodes of this weekly. I will be getting a new PC soon, so I plan to stream more. Come check it out, twitch.tv/McGrillHD. And also, I would like to do a franchise series, so leave some comments on what team you guys want me to use. I plan on doing, if you guys want a fantasy draft one, we'll do a fantasy draft. If you want like a rebuilding one where I start with one of the worst teams, or maybe even now that the draft's over, start with a team like the Miami Dolphins who drafted Tua Tagovailoa and realistically take their team to the Super Bowl. Just leave some ideas in the comments and let me know what you guys want to see. And hopefully you guys like the intro. I put a good amount of time into it. And yeah.